Well, this time we are traveling to two countries, Vietnam and Cambodia. But first, welcome to Saigon. After checking into our hostel, we got curious about what Vietnamese mini markets look like. Here, mini stop and GS25 are everywhere. Well, today we stopped at mini stop. We found so many mini noodle cups. It was really hard to choose, and guess what? I even found something that looked like keripik kacha from Indonesia. It was a surprise. It made me feel like Vietnam and Indonesia are closer than I thought. The drink section had quite a few options, though not as jaw-dropping as the Thai convenience stores. There were lots of milk teas, but we ended up buying good old mineral water instead. And their dessert station, though, it's absolutely massive. From Western-style pastries to traditional Vietnamese sweets, they all looked super tempting. We even found ice cream flavors we'd never seen in Indonesia, like cheese and coconut, definitely worth trying. Landed in Saigon around 11 a.m., but our check-in wasn't until 2. So we grabbed lunch at Little Hanoi, which is famous for its egg coffee. And wow, that egg coffee is a game changer. Smooth, creamy, and slightly savory. Perfectly balanced with a strong kick of Robusta coffee. By late afternoon, the city center was already packed. People had started gathering early to save a good spot for the 9 p.m. fireworks. Walking through the crowd got tricky. Saigon streets were overflowing with locals ready to celebrate.
Ryan Little.
During Reunification Day, it's a tradition to wear red or yellow, just like the colors of the Vietnamese flag. You'll also see people selling cute flags, stickers, or mini flags on the street. Lucky for us, our hostel gives us some for free. They were so kind and excited to see tourists joining the celebration. Honestly, what a warm and festive nation. After walking around all day, we finally gave him and tried Vietnam's famous jasmine tea. As night fell, the celebration went into full swing. It was super crowded, we were getting dizzy and a little overwhelmed. The streets turned into a sea of people. We walked over to the JW Marriott Hotel area. It was much more open, still over the great view of the fireworks and way more comfortable. Sometimes, enjoying from a distance is the best way to survive big city festivals, especially in a place as hot and lively as Saigon. After the fireworks, we walked back to our hotel. And guess what? We stumbled upon a cozy little food shop. It wasn't a famous spot, but it turned out to be so good. The broth was rich and flavorful, and the beef slices were super tender. The next morning, we started the day with something fresh, a vegan banh mi near Ban Thon Market. The shopkeeper was super helpful and fluent in English. We were so happy because he even explained how much locals usually pay for parking. Well, for your information, apparently in Vietnam there are a lot of unofficial parking attendants. Since we rented a motorbike and had no clue about local parking customs, this tip saved up from overpaying. It was time to explore more, so we headed toward the famous Saigon Central Post Office. But honestly, the weather was too hot to function. So instead, coffee break. We found a branch of Coconut, a popular coffee chain in Saigon, and tried their signature coconut coffee. The Saigon Central Post Office is one of the city's most iconic buildings. Designed by Gustav Eiffel, yes, same man behind the Eiffel Tower, it was built between 1886 and 1891 during the French colonial era. More than just a beautiful building, the post office remains fully operational and continues to serve locals who come to send letters and parcels. Inside, you'll find wooden phone booths, vintage maps of old Saigon, and a large portrait of Ho Chi Minh overlooking the hall. It stands as a charming reminder of the city's colonial past, blending historical elegance with day-to-day Vietnamese life. Right across from the Saigon Central Post Office is the Notre Dame Cathedral. Sadly, it was under heavy renovation during our visit, so we heard it might not reopen until next year. So we didn't linger too long and instead make our way to something more unique, Ho Chi Minh Book Street. Officially known as Nguyen Phan Binh Book Street, this charming pedestrian-only lane was opened in 2016 to promote reading culture and local literature. Lined with dozens of bookshops, cozy cafes, and cultural stalls, the street has become a favorite hangout for students, family, and even tourists just like us. Next, we headed to the historic Independence Palace, also known as the Reunification Palace. The palace is massive. Locals were out in full force, especially since it was still the holiday season, while many wore odd-eye or even military-style outfits to take photos in this iconic location. The palace grounds are spacious and beautifully maintained. Inside, the rooms are large but surprisingly minimalist. You can really feel the history here. Its exact spot where the Vietnam War officially ended in 1965. Outside, the open gardens are perfect for relaxing. No wonder families love spending their time here. After all that walking, we were starving, so we went straight to the legendary Pho Hoa Pastor, one of the most famous pho spots in Saigon. The place was huge and service was fast. Best part, the menu came with English translations and the staff were super friendly. After lunch, we headed to First Football, a well-known store for local football fans. My partner was on a mission to find the Vietnamese national team jersey. As night fell, we wrapped up our day with a visit to the Saigon Sky Deck. It's located in the Bai Texco Financial Tower, one of the tallest buildings in Vietnam. The city view from the top was stunning. You could see the lights twinkling all the way to the Mekong River. On our final morning in Saigon, we made a quick stop at Chow Ban Thon Market just to see what souvenirs we could bring home. This place has everything, trust me. Coffee, tea, clothes, magnets, cute trinkets, you name it. Don't be shy about bargaining, it's part of the fun. We were even mistaken for being from the Philippines a few times, which made us laugh. Well, definitely a colorful and lively place to end our Saigon adventure. Ban Thong is one of the oldest and most iconic markets in Ho Chi Minh City. It dates back to the early 17th century when street vendors gathered near the Saigon River. Today, Ko Ban Thong is not only a place to shop but also a popular destination for testing local street food and experiencing the city's vibrant daily life. And just like that, our Saigon trip comes to an end. It's time to pack up and get ready for the next leg of our journey, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. This city gave us so many memories, from delicious street food to meaningful historical landmarks and unforgettable local experiences. We'll definitely miss the hustle and warmth of Saigon, but don't go anywhere yet because the adventure continues. See you in Cambodia!